Jesus said, "I am the good shepherd. I know my own sheep, and my own sheep know me. In the same way, the Father knows me, and I know the Father. I put the sheep before myself, sacrificing myself if necessary. You need to know that I have other sheep in addition to those in this pen. I need to gather and bring them too. They'll also recognize my voice. Then it will be one flock, one shepherd. This is why the Father loves me, because I freely laid down my life, and so I am free to take it up again. No one takes it from me. I lay it down of my own free will. I have the right to lay it down. I also have the right to take it up again. I received this authority personally from my Father." Jesus also said, "Put your sword where it belongs. All who use swords are destroyed by swords. Do you not realize that I am right now to call to my Father, and 12 companies more, if I want them, of fighting angels would be there battle ready? But if I did that, how would the scriptures come true that say this is the way it has to be?" This is how much God loved the world. He gave his Son, his one and only Son. And this is why, so that no one need be destroyed by believing in him. Anyone can have a whole and lasting life. God did not go to all the trouble of sending his Son merely to point an accusing finger, telling the world how bad it was. He came to help, to put the world right again.
You see, Jesus made it clear that it wasn't Judas or the Jewish leaders or Pilate that ultimately killed him, but it was his decision to lay down his life. It was his choice. You see, the ultimate reason that Jesus died was because of the Father's love for us. It wasn't Judas for money. It wasn't the Jewish leaders for envy. It wasn't Pilate for fear. But it was the Father for love. His great love for us and his strong desire to have a relationship with us drove him to Jesus' death. It was God's love for us that killed Jesus. In Romans 5:8 it says, "But God demonstrates his own love in this, that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us." He died so we wouldn't have to. He was our substitute. For God was pleased to have the punishment that we deserved fall on him. In Isaiah it says, "But he was pierced for our transgressions, he was crushed for our iniquities. The punishment that brought us peace was upon him, and by his wounds we are healed." You see, Jesus died because of the Father's love, but also because of our sin. You see, in a very significant way, we're responsible for Jesus' death because he died for the sins we've committed and the sins we will commit. See, we have responsibility in his death. And before we can begin to see the cross as something done for us, we have to see it as something done by us. You see, the only way that we can claim our share of the grace from the cross is to be prepared to share our own guilt in the cross. Ultimately, who's to blame in Jesus' death? We are. I am. You are. You see, ultimately, Jesus' death was because of God's love and our sin. Can we honestly say, I did it? I did it? You did it? My sin was responsible? Let's read this together. I did it. My sin killed Jesus.